The last two shlokas by Bhagwan Krishna we will chant again. Shri Bhagavan Vacha
Shri Bhagavan Vacha
Kutastva Kashmalamidam
Kutastva Kashmalamidam
Vishame Samupasthitam
Vishame Samupasthitam
Anarya Jushtamaswargyam
Anarya Jushtamaswargyam
Akirtikaram Arjuna
Akirtikaram Arjuna
Klaibyam Asmagamah Partha
Laivyam Asmagama Partha
Naitattvayupapadyate
Naitattvayupapadyate
Kshudram Hridaya Daurbalyam
Shudram Hridaya Daurbalyam
Tyaktotishta Parantapa
Yaktotishta Parantapa.
Nice. So, when our student of Bhagwad Gita, Arjuna had a very tricky problem in life. And at that time, he could not understand what has to be done. And because of his inability to understand what should be done under these circumstances, then the inevitable consequence is that indecisiveness. The choking feeling, the incapacitating feeling of grief, where I cannot live, I cannot die. I cannot do, I cannot go. If there is any person who can take up any one decision, then that grief is not there. But because of so many reasons, I can neither leave the situation nor I can do anything about it. It is at that time, this indecisiveness and incapacitating feeling of not able to know what has to be done. So that fixation of mind, that fixed mind, that is called grief. So it is very important to understand grief is very different from so many sorrows. Sorrow is that I wanted this and I did not get it. So that pain is called sorrow. I felt insulted. My security has gone for a 6. I do not know what to do. I have got pain, I have got disease. All these things can bring pain and also bring sorrow. But it is not necessary that any sorrow, any problem will give grief. Because you can decide, okay, fine, my business has a problem, I will close this and start another thing. So you have, managed to evade grief. Just as we were talking about that somebody comes into your house and starts looting and killing your near and dear ones, in case you do not know what to do, then there is grief. Suppose there is some other robber, some other bad person, you can, also attack. You can kill. But suppose that person is your own, uncle, own guru, own respectable person. Then, there is a problem that I cannot do anything to that fellow. because he has always been very respectable to me. I revere him, I respect him. And in case if such a person becomes instrumental to create problems, then I can neither handle him nor I can handle the situation outside. So I'm trying to give some examples, imaginary examples, wherein there are situations in life when I'm not able to decide. And this grief is just an excuse to go into detail of the truth of life. Later on, the things will go into so beautiful details about the truth, about God, about Atma, about my own self, that these things will be kept aside. So this is just the beginning of this entire discourse. So when Arjuna got such a situation, and the response was that I will not going to do anything about it. I'll run away from the situation. So at that moment, Lord Krishna says, the Vedas say, the ancient masters say, all our scriptures say that no, running away from any situation is never a very great option. Even though I should know how to run. Many times I need to run very fast. But that is for good for your health, It is good when a tiger, runs after you in the forest. When a leopard or a panther or a dog, runs after you, you very well know how to run and also climb a tree. Because at that time, that is going to save your life. But running away from a challenge or a problem is never an intelligent proposition. All intelligent and wise people, strong people, they have to face. A person who runs away from problems, Lord Krishna says, Arjuna, that person will neither be what the Arya had done. Aryas are those people who work for ultimate enlightenment in life. And in case if you want to strive for moksha, for enlightenment, Buddha, knowledge, then never run away from the problem. Go deep into the problem. Like Gautam Buddha, when he saw, an old man, a dead man, and all these kind of terrible situations. Even though he went away from his family, he left his palace, but he did not escape the situation. The problem, went inside his mind. He was thinking, what is death, what is birth, and all these things, who am I? So he never escaped. He went deep into the problem. Escaping the problem means, I don't see a problem. So where is the question of going deep into it? So Aryas, they never run from any challenge or problem or any kind of such situation. Number two, Lord says that Arjuna, in case if you have a challenging situation and you had opted for that duty, you had become an army general, you had promised your own society, your people, your countrymen that you are going to, stand for them. You will assure their security and the dignity of the country. So he was trained for that work and he was paid for that work. He was respected for that work. And when it came to finally handling the situation, the fellow says, no, please excuse me. I have to go. He says, no, that is not a good thing. You have to face a situation. Such people will never create a comfortable, secure and good life in this world. Forget about moksha, forget about enlightenment, even creating a good life in this world, heavenly life. So such people are never going to create any heavenly life. Aswargyam. And number 3, that whenever a person is living in this world, they should live in such a way that you are respected and loved. Everybody likes you, respects you as a good person. And therefore, there is kirti, fame. Your identity becomes like that this person is such a good person. So forget about Swarga also, forget about moksha also, even while living in this world, in a dignified, respectable manner, and getting what is called kirti, respect. Even that you will not get in case if you are going to run away. So when Lord Krishna says these 3 things, what all he indicates over here, he is saying that, Arjuna, any situation in life when it comes, you can, turn that situation into something which will bring about respect for you. Every situation in life, in fact, every problem can help you create a better world for you and your people and the society. That is the potential of every situation. And in case, if you know how to look upon any situation, then this perception, this understanding, this vision about the situation can also help you get the knowledge which is required for moksha. So situations, they are very important. Don't ignore various situations which you get. Every situation which you get in life can become instrumental to not only bring about respect for you, comfort and prosperity for you, and at the same time help you attain what is called the enlightenment and moksha. Every situation. That is why for this particular situation of not fighting the war, he gives these 3 dimensions, these 3 angles. He says, Arjuna, can you believe it? In case if you run away from this situation, anarajustam aswargyam akirtikaram. You had a great opportunity. Suppose you have a team and you have a great problem. In case if you run away from the problem, then certainly there won't be any respect, there won't be any prospects for your future, for your well-being, your prosperity, and neither you will attain what is called that wisdom state. So this potential is there in every situation. It is not just because, whenever we are facing a war, then only this possibility of these 3 potential is there. The 3 possibilities. Every situation you get in life, they have these 3 latent potentials in them. Suppose, I was giving an example that suppose you have a team and you have a big problem. Suppose you face the problem with all your intelligence, strength and might, then what happens? Whether later on it is success or failure, it doesn't matter, but you gain the respect of everyone. Here is a person who at least tried. So when you try out standing with strength and dignity, this situation has helped your entire team to have respect for you. And suppose you are able to bring about success, then obviously so much prosperity is in the offing. You can become a successful person. And therefore, facing the problem has got all these inherent blessings. So make it a point. Always keep this kind of principle in your life. Let there be any problem, I will not go to any astrologer. Well, Mr. Astrologer, what is there in my future? What does my future hold? Am I going to succeed or not succeed? There's never bother about all that. You scratch your head, start thinking, meditating, planning, going deep, and be confident that you are going to try it out. You will give out your best, like in any game, any sport. Whether I lose or I win, that is secondary. But the other fellow knows I gave out my best. He had such, great challenge in his hand to win me over. So always have that attitude. The first thing, when Lord Krishna opens his mouth and starts his teaching is this beautiful potential, inherent potential of every problem and situation in life. There are so many people who become rich when there is flood and when there is tsunami. Suddenly, there is earthquake. The whole world is trembling. But in this situation, there are so many people who work so hard, try to give their best, that they gain respect of people. And they can also create projects and various kind of plans wherein others are benefited and they are also benefited. So every situation, never worry about any problems. Arjuna, therefore I am saying, from where has this filth gone into your mind? Weakness is just filth. Weakness is klebhyam. Klebhyam maspagam of partha. A person who is of such a great tradition and philosophy and culture, such people, they are never escapist. They are never cowed down by any situation. In fact, they will face every problem with all their intelligence and might. This is the spirit. And this happens even in your philosophical pursuits, in your understanding of life. Suppose, there is a problem about, some questions about meditation, about handling the mind. But your nature had become, whenever the problem is there, run away. Where are you going? I am going to the mountains. Why are you going to the mountains? Because right now there are a lot of problems. And it's my nature that whenever problems come, oh mountains, I am coming to you. Oh sea beach, I am coming to you. Oh forest, I am coming to you. Where are the birds? I am coming to you. So do you go to forest and birds and mountains and beaches and holiday resorts, whenever you have too much problems, no, that should not be the spirit. Certainly go to these all the beautiful places, they have so much inspiration. You can see the play of God more beautifully in the midst of nature. So that is all fine. There is peace, there is purity, there is, beauty. And every person should have the capacity to see beauty, to appreciate beauty. In case if you can appreciate the beauty of nature, then your mind becomes beautiful. It's a very simple, easy method of making your mind beautiful. Always try to see the beauty of nature around. But for that, you can just see around. Don't think that, okay, Guruji, I am going to plan one day, for this time to sit silent. I am going to sit silent. I am going to Himalayas. Why? You don't see beauty over here? Well, my dear, go on the terrace, lie down and see the sky. Infinite stars and galaxies and planets. And you'll see a wondrous creation. In case if you want to see beauty, just look at one flower in your own garden. Just see the sunrise, sunset. In order to see the beauty, you don't have to go anywhere. It's not necessary that you have to go, definitely. Not necessary. Even though some places you should see in the world and in your life. But at the same time, as it is said, beauty is in the beholder's eyes. In case if you do not have capacity to see beauty, you go anywhere and then you say, what is there? It is just mountains, just clouds, just snow, nothing else. What is there? This is just river, and some trees and some plants and some animals. What is so beautiful about it? So there are many people who just cannot appreciate the beauty. So start the appreciation of beauty right now, here, every moment in life. See the beauty on the face of a child, the smile, the love, also beautiful things. And the food, and all the fruits and chorchelas.
and kutta.
Huh?
Little kutta. Shwana.
Shwan, yes. Everything. Birds, insects, flowers, sky, clouds. God has made all these things with His own hand. And everything is indispensable. You cannot live without it. It's so important also. Every situation in life is not only beautiful, worthy of appreciation, but whenever situation brings problems, that also has infinite potential in it. So Bhagwan Krishna gives out 3 dimensions of blessings. The local here vis-a-vis your respect, dignity, prestige, self-esteem in this world. Every situation can help you, evolve from that point of view. And in case if you want to, bring about prosperity in your life, doing your best in every situation is the way to go. And ultimately the moksha, also such people will have to learn to face situations in life. And in case if somebody is trying to run away, he says, from where has this dirt come in your mind? From where has this kachara come in your mind? Filth come in your mind? So you become an escapist? You are shivering in your pants? You can't even face a situation? So Arjuna, give up these things. Stand up and face your problems. Face your challenges. You have not brought them. They have come to you just by wish of God. It so happened that this situation has come. There is one thing, I personally want and then go after it. But here is something, it is very dexterous to your own existence, your family. So in such a situation, just face this situation. Get up and fight. So when Krishna says this, then Arjuna says, well, Krishna, you don't seem to understand my point of view. I've got another problem. And I will tell you my real problem. Before telling this reason which is going to tell in these next shlokas, Arjuna last chapter he gives out very superficial reasons. Now war is going to kill so many people. War because of that, so many men will be killed and so many women folk will be left all alone. They'll be widows. And children will be orphans. He was giving all those reasons. He says, well, is it for the first time that you are going to fight a war? Wars are not good. And you should always try to find out peaceful ways and means to end any conflict. But you know that in this particular case, we tried our best. We gave various propositions that, let us resolve the issue peacefully. Don't give me the entire kingdom which belongs to me. Let us have half kingdom. So the other party did not accept that. He said, okay, you all are our relatives, my dear people. Just give us 5 villages. So that we are 5 brothers. So we'll live in these 5 villages and start our own life. At least you should do that. Lord Krishna went, as a person who's trying to bring out a way. So he says, I'll convince them. You accept my proposition, but let us not fight a war. He says, no. I'm not going to give any 5 villages. He says, okay, fine. Another proposition, give 1 village with 5 houses. Is that all right? Then no. We will not even give 1 village with 5 houses. Okay, give me 1 house with 5 rooms. No, I'm not going to give that. Even 1, space of the size of a pin, I'm not going to give it to you. If you are really, kshatriyas and rulers, then they don't talk in that language. They have to fight it out. Let us have a fight and whoever wins shall take the entire thing. So they were compelled to fight. And in case if somebody brings you to that, state where you have to give a fight, then you should not run away. Whether you are alive or you are dead, but at least live in a dignified manner, respectable manner. So Arjuna starts his reasoning. In the next shlokas, Arjuna says, I'll tell you my real reason that why I'm not fighting. So I'll chant these shlokas. Arjuna uvacha
Arjuna uvacha
कथं भीष्ममहं सङ्ख्ये द्रोणं च मधुसूदन इषुभिः प्रतियोत्स्यामि पूजार्हा वरिसूदन गुरून् हत्वा हि महानुभावान् श्रेयो भोक्तुं भैक्ष्यमपीह लोके हत्वार्थकामांस्तु गुरूनिहैव भुञ्जीय भोगान् रुधिरप्रदिग्धान् न चैतद्विद्मः कतरन्नो गरीयो यद्वा जयेम यदि वा नो जयेयुः यानेव हत्वा न जिजीविषामः तेव स्थिता प्रमुखे धार्तराष्ट्राः कार्पण्यदोषोपहतः स्वभावः प्रच्छामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेताः यश्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं शाधि मां त्वां प्रपन्नम् न हि प्रपश्यामि ममापनुद्यात् यशोकमुच्छोषणमिन्द्रियाणाम् अवाप्य भूमावसपत्नमृद्धम् राज्यं सुराणामपि चाधिपत्यम् So Arjuna starts giving his reasons in these shlokas, in all from shloka number 4 to shloka number 8. These 5 shlokas, Arjuna tells what is going on in his mind. He says, no, please don't just start blaming me that I am not a caring, sensitive person. In fact, it is all about my emotions and sensitivity and love and respect towards my own people. This consequence, this thought of trying to leave the war, I am ready to say that you guys, my own relatives, my near and dear ones, you are fighting for property, for kingdom. My thoughts and my perceptions are such that I can give all these things to you. These are not for my personal agenda. This is not for my personal ego fulfillment, my security. But I want to live in such a way that everybody should be happy and prosperous and good. That is what my philosophy of life is. Now please understand that what is my problem? My problem is not simply that there is war and people will kill. Well, people anyway are going to die. This is life. We come here for some time and after some time we have to go. In between birth and death, we have to live intelligently, lovingly, nicely. And at the end of the day, everybody of us, even I am sitting in front of you, after some time, I will also have to go from this world. Krishna had to leave this world. My great teachers, Shankaracharya, he left this world. Leaving this world is a truth which we have to accept. So don't live in such a way that you are never going to die. Then you are living in a fool's paradise. You are not living in the midst of truth. It is just like getting into the train and getting worried, oh God, no, my neighbor is going to get down. My friend in the train, now that fellow, that girl or that boy is going to get down in this station. Oh. You are crying. Well, are you sitting in the train for the first time? Everybody who gets in the train will have to get down. Everybody who gets into the flight will have to, deplane at some place. It's not that, I like this seat, can I keep on sitting on this seat? So we have, huge fellows, security people, they'll come and catch you, hold you and take you outside. Just as sitting on a train, on a plane or any place, the life is all about coming and going. So my real problem is not that sometime, these people will die. Yes, certainly I don't want to become instrumental without any reason. In case if there is some genuine reason that people are going to die, what can we do about it? It has to be a genuine reason. So we should be ready for all such exigencies, all such situations. He says, my real problem is not that. My incapacity and inability to stand up in such a situation is because my own loving, reverential, respectable people are sitting here. They are standing on the opposite side. So he says, Katham Bhishma Maham Sankhe. Sankhe is in the war field. In this battlefield, how can I ever fight? How can I raise my hand and try to kill somebody who has been very, very respectable to me? I loved them. I cared about them. I always got, knowledge from them, inspiration from them. They took care of me when I was such a small child. They have been nurturing me, nourishing me, so that I become a good human being. And unfortunately, because of the turn of events and destiny, such a situation I am getting that I have got to fight these people. It's not just any enemy. It is your own extremely respectable people. Suppose you don't have any such respectable people, that's a different thing, but I do have. I have some people in my life whom I thank from the core of my heart. I feel so blessed to be in their midst. As long as they are alive, as I'm so secure, so happy. I'm so carefree about my well-being, about my food, about my existence, so many things. So there are so many people in the life of everyone. It's nothing special to me. And suppose it so happens that, you have to fight your war, and that also right till the end. Either they kill me or I kill them. It is this kind of war. How can I fight Bhishma Pitamaha? He is my grandfather. He is my grandfather. He is the grandfather of all of our brothers and all the cousins. The whole kingdom is so thankful to the existence of Bhishma Pitamaha. And today I have got to try to kill him. I can't think about that. Dronam cha Madhusudana. Number 2, on the other side, I see my great teacher. Now here the teacher was one who taught him the art and science of archery, bow and arrow, how to wield a bow and arrow, how to face situation where you have so many enemies at the same time, and different kind of situation. He taught us everything. He taught us, bows and arrows with mantras also. And when, you use certain mantras, they bring about some divine powers in there. He gave me that secret also. So he has taught me so many things. I was his, pet student. He loved me very much. And when everybody else was sleeping, we used to practice late in the night. In fact, many a time Arjuna did not sleep. Throughout the night, he was practicing so thoroughly, nicely, because he got good, secrets and guidance from Dronacharya. And that is why Arjuna became one of the greatest archers in his times. So I am so thankful, so gratified to him. Whatever I am today is because of him. My physical body, my family, my existence, my dignity, my prosperity, all because of Bhishma Pitamaha. My capacity as a soldier, as a great warrior is all because of my Guru, Dronacharya. He is not that Guru who teaches about the ultimate truth in life. Dronacharya did not know all that. It is just like, in our school and colleges, we have different teachers. Some teachers, they teach us some language, some mathematics, some science, some commerce. So this particular teacher was the teacher of Dharma Vidya, the science of archery. But he blessed me in very profound way. So I am personally extremely gratified to him. I'll never even dream of fighting with these people. In fact, if you ask me, I am going to, work for their well-being. Till the very last breath of my life, I wish and pray that I make the lives of all these people all the more comfortable, beautiful, whatever I can do, I do not know. But that will be my motivation. And today, look at the turn of events. I have come to such a pass that either they kill me or I kill them. Why give them that option also? Why you give me this option also? Extreme situation. So, Krishna, basically, my problem is that these extremely reverential people, Ishubhihi pratiyotsyami pujarahau Arisudana. Arisudana was another name of Krishna. O Arisudan, please tell me why should a person fight? Those people whom you respect so very profoundly, that you would love to do their puja also. Just as so many shishyas do pad puja of their guru. They worship the padukas, they worship the feet of their gurus, of their respectable people. So this is what I would love to do for them. I'm so blessed. And today, the situation is telling me that Arjuna, fight with them. So he further says, Guruna ahatvai mahanubhavan. These extremely great people. And great people, they are not very easy to find in life. You find so many people, there are millions and billions of people. How many people you can really say they are good and great? Look at all the teeming crowds, all the political leaders, all the gurus. It's not very easy to find great and good people in this world. There may be millions and billions, but good people, very handful. And today, these people, they are great people. So Arjuna, hey Krishna, Gurun ahatva, without killing these people, these Mahanubhavan, these Mahanubhav, Shreyo Bhaiksham, Shreyo Bhoktum, Bhaiksham api haloke. My personal, perception and the thoughts which are coming in my mind, I would prefer to live like a beggar. I will live my life. Beggar means one who has no security, no place to go, no place to, hide his head in the inclement weathers, no person to take care of you when you are old, when you are ill. They are all alone. And even their food, they have to manage every day. So, Bhaiksham is called a life of Bhikshavritti. Arjuna here initially meant that I can live like a beggar, but the word he used was that which is used for sannyasis. Begging is one thing, bhiksha is another thing. Those people who are completely devoid of any knowledge, strength, motivation, in case if they have to just manage their lives, so they'll resort to begging. Please give me some food. Well, sir, can you give me some clothes to wear? Without contributing, without working for any great goal. There are people who are called as sannyasis in this country. Sannyasis, they are, from the scripture's point of view, allowed, sanctioned, permitted to go around in the whole world, any village, any town. They are permitted. You can ask anybody for food and shelter. And everybody will take care of you. So when a sannyasi goes, everybody knows that these are people who have devoted their life in order to know God, in order to know the truth of life. And we are going to support these people in whatever way we can. And what can we do? Just offer them some food. Maybe, offer them some clothes or some place to sleep in the night. They are not going to stick over here. They have left their home, they have left everything. For, sannyasi, the life of depending on the whole society is also because initially our families are very small. Only one or two people know they are my family. When we become a sannyasi, what is the change which is brought about? The whole world is my family. Just as you love just one or two people, your parents, your husband, your wife, your children, but they are my family. Sannyasis, they see that the whole world is my family. And because they are living that kind of vision, and it is not merely taking from the people, they give something back. They give knowledge. They give, devotion, the secrets of devotion for God, to lead a good life. Just as you would give to your own family people. When we go in the house of any of our devotees, we pray for them. We wish best for them. We try to give knowledge to them. Whatever they can understand. But sannyasis are those people who live for the well-being of the whole creation. And not only human beings, animals, birds, nature, trees, everything. Sannyasi's way of life is that, they don't want anything, but they have some knowledge and they are serving everyone. They look upon everyone. Why can't you look upon the whole world as your family? Nowadays, Indian government, recently there was a big international meet, G20 meeting. And the slogan over there was Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The whole world is my family. And that is what they try to exhibit also in their plans, in their discussions. And for the first time, the African countries were taken into the fold. They were always avoided. But they are also part of this world. Why don't we give them a chance? He says no. We should embrace them also. Give them proper respect. And in this meeting, with the initiative of Indian government and these leaders who sincerely believe in this and live this, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So wherever you go, maybe others won't see you as their family, but you should try to see. And suppose you start living in that way, then the Shastras, the Vedas say that support these people wherever they go. They're very precious people. They're very magnanimous people. They're very big-hearted people. And whoever gives, food to these people, shelter to those people, they shall be blessed with punya. So many kind of benefits are told. So in this country, so many people from all over the world come here. This is Swamiji. In India, this system of sannyas is very interesting. You wear this kind of orange clothes, you go anywhere. Swamiji, pranam. Suddenly you are respected. They bow down to you. You become, worshipful people. Now we feel quite hesitant, why these people, they are always touching my feet. There was, a robber who had robbed from some place and he was running in the forest and police were after him. And in the forest there was a kutia, a hut in which a saint used to live. So that sadhu, that saint had gone to take bath in the river. At that time it was empty. So this robber entered the kutia, the hut, and there was one, shawl, orange shawl which was lying there. He suddenly took up the shawl, put on his head and sat down in meditation posture. At that time suddenly police came there. And here is a robber who is sitting with, that cloth. The first thing which the policeman did was, Pranam Maharaj, Hari Om, please bless us. Sorry to disturb your meditation. So that fellow opened one eye. And then he kept quiet. So they again prayed to him. Sorry to disturb you, sir, but have you seen one person running in this direction? He's a very bad person, a robber, who will come and destroy your place also. Whatever is there, he'll loot away. So he simply, as though he's mourning, he is, quiet. So he says, okay, so sorry to disturb you, and then they went away. This fellow thought that, oh God, just wearing this orange cloth, this ochre cloth, in case if this can help bring about such kirti, such respect, and all the kind of gifts and food and whatever it is, and it's a good way. I should forget about robbery and I should also become a sannyasi. By that time, that real sannyasi, the owner of that kutia, he came and he, prostrated, did Sashtang Dandavat Pranam, bolte hain, sir, I want to surrender at your feet. Please give me this knowledge. Because of ignorance, I was doing all wrong things in life. I never knew. But today, this experience was an eye-opener. I realized that, there are so many people just wearing this cloth. They get so much respect. Suppose if I get your knowledge, I'll be really respectable. Today I don't have knowledge. I'm just wearing these clothes and I'm getting respect wherever I go. At least in India. Outside, I don't know. In India, there are certain people nowadays who have become communist, non-believers. Communists, they don't believe in God. communists, they destroy all the ancient places of worship. They convert into hospitals and restaurants and whatnot.
Wow.
So these people, they're like that all over the world, and even in India. There's a Communist Party of India, which is mostly supported by China. But these people, they will not respect us. They will give us lecture. You seem to be very healthy, you're fine, you're not working, but you're begging around. Why should you waste your life in such a way? And all these things. But in case, especially in villages, even today in villages, if we go wearing a orange cloth, you can rest assured that the whole village will come and pay their respect to you and give you food, give you place to stay. We had gone through certain experiences. Once we were going in the forest, deep into the forest. And I had a jeep at that time. So while crossing a small river, the diesel tank broke. And all the diesel had flowed away. So deep into the forest, we were stuck. And there were other swamis and devotees and some ladies also. And they had all the ornaments, gold, everything. They don't go even to the forest without gold. So they were there. One villager was passing, he says, please don't stay for the night in this place. There are terrible, very bad people over here. They'll come and, loot your tires, engine parts, and whatever property you have, they'll take it away. So my humble suggestion, please don't stay for night. And he said, what can we do? I cannot go, I cannot travel, I cannot leave also. Suppose if I leave my jeep in the morning, I will find skeleton of that jeep. Everything is gone. Because there are people of this kind in the world. But suddenly the person who was going through went in the forest, deep into the forest. Some tribal village. And they told them, some Swamiji, his jeep is broken down. His Swamiji was also there. So at that time, the sun had already set. Suddenly we found, some people, they are coming. We were praying, everybody was praying that who is coming? Are they coming to, take all the wealth, money, everything from us? Are these robbers, dakus? Who are coming? So they came with a tractor and came and nodded pranam. Swamiji, namaskar. I said, oh God, thank goodness. Your jeep is stuck in the forest, don't worry, we are there, we'll help you out. So they towed that jeep outside from the river. He says, just sit down in the jeep, we'll take you in a village. And there you have your food, have your rest, and then we'll try to help you out. So we went in that deep inside the forest in a tribal village. And the entire village was standing on the side of the road, welcoming, pranam. Welcome to our village. So, oh God, look at the culture, look at the values, look at the religion. And the fellow who was the chief of the village, we were taken to his house. He also came and prostrated, did namaskar. He says, today you are my guest. I will take care of you. And he organized food for the entire party. We were about 10 people. Generally in the forest, especially those people, they live as per the sunrise and sunset. Before sunset, they have the dinner and close up the kitchen. But when we went, kitchens were opened and food was prepared. Bedding from so many houses was brought, and on the terrace, our beds were laid down and we were taken care of nicely. And in the morning when we got up, our jeep was already, mended. It was taken care of. In the night, they opened the diesel tank and took to the nearby village where there was a welding fellow, and the whole thing was welded. The problem was rectified. And in the night itself, that diesel tank was brought and put inside the jeep, and they had tractor, everything, so there was a lot of diesel. So it was put inside. And he says, Swamiji, your jeep is ready. Your diesel tank has been taken care of. In case if anything wrong we have done, please excuse us. We are ignorant people. We are sorry for any inconvenience if you had. This is that land. So north, south, east, west. Whether we go to the Himalayas, no problem of food and stay. Whether we go to south, just say Ram Ram. Ram Ram is a universal way of greeting in this country. And especially very, very dear to all our villagers. So it's an amazing thing. Swamiji, who had come from Russia also, she was saying, Guruji, our country is amazing. We don't have that in Russia. If I go to any house, they'll just, kick me away. Why don't you work yourself and make a living? Why are you coming to my place for food? I said, but your country is different. I said, well, it is. So it's the whole spiritual goals and the life, these values, because of which sannyasis, they can have bhiksha anywhere. This, asking for food by the sannyasis is called bhiksha. And when you do not work for anything, you are lethargic, lazy, incompetent, don't want to try anything, then you ask, it is called begging. So begging is different. In begging, you look upon others, as different people and request for their support. We don't request for any support. We just bless, we just give knowledge. Some people will reciprocate, some will not. So that is all right. That's always there in the world. So Arjuna says, Krishna, I would prefer to live a life taking bhiksha. Bhoktum bhaikshyam api iha loke. I will give up all these things. Why not? I will try that thing. I will work for knowledge. I will go to some Guruji. Not merely I wear that cloth, but I will get that knowledge also. So initially it is very difficult. And the problem is only in our ego. How can I ask other people to give me food? It's below my dignity to ask. Even in our own house. To tell somebody, please give me food. I am hungry. Even that has not happened in my life. And now I go to any person and says, so there is a statement which we normally say, "Oh mother, give me bhiksha. Mata bhiksham dehi." Oh mother, give me bhiksha. And she can give, she can refuse, she can scold, she can give a lecture, or she can respectfully, ask you to sit down. Whatever it is, we have to take that with equanimity, balance. And that is how the sannyasis get over their egos also. Initially my ego brings a lot of problem. Then slowly I can start seeing everyone as my own family. And thereafter it's no problem. Arjuna says, I know it is difficult, but I would prefer to live that life. And there are so many good people who take care of us. In fact, the whole ashram is just because so many devotees, take care of the sadhus over here. All what we can do is to give them knowledge, give them bhakti, devotion, love, some suggestions, and they themselves take care of us. And we don't have any problem. So this is a great land, this is a great culture, great systems. And personally, I think it is not merely in our country. My personal conviction is that in case if you are a really good person helping everybody in their dire times, the problems, you're always there to guide, to help. You have a heart which beats for everyone in your city, in your village. If you love everyone, they shall take care of you. They will love you back. So there's nothing too unique. This country has got its own traditions, but love has its own beauty. And they are taken care of. So Arjuna says, that will be something new to me, but Krishna, rather than killing my guru and my grandfather, I would prefer to live that life. Shreyo, that will be much better. Shreya is that which is a better option. Shreyo bhoktum vaikshamapi haloke hatvartha kamanstu guruni haiva. On the other hand, in case if just for discussion's sake, suppose I kill these people, what will be the motivation? Artha kaman. It will be only for wealth, for prosperity, for comforts. It's only for money, for comforts, for various kind of pleasures. It is these reasons because of which we keep on either killing or looting or doing whatever we do. So suppose if I, go with that motivation that I am going to get kingdom, I will going to get power, so let me kill them. Hatvartha kamanstu guru nyaiva bhunjiya bhogan rudirat pradigdhan. You know, Krishna, what's going to happen? When I get the throne also, maybe, for discussion's sake, we win the war, I kill these people. When I'm going to sit on that throne, I will realize that this throne is drenched with the blood of my Guru and my grandfather. This throne is always going to make me remember the price I have paid to get this throne. A blood-stained throne. And that blood of my own highly respectable and reverential people, will I be able to sit down on that throne? Just because of money and pleasures and comforts, is it worth it to kill your own near and dear ones? Not me. Nachaitad vidmah kataranno gariyaha. Krishna, in my mind, from my personal point of view, what is going on in my mind, I'll tell you. I'm not able to decide. I cannot decide which is a better option, either to lose or to win. If I lose, then these rascals will continue their kingdom, looting the entire country and making the life of everyone so miserable. That is the price we'll have to pay. So I don't have an option to lose. If I care for the well-being of everyone, then I should not lose. And suppose if I win, then I'll have to kill my near and dear ones. So I do not know what to do. My mind is in a fix. Na chaitad vidmaha kataranno gariya. Which of these two options is better? He says, Yane vahatva najiji vishamaha. Killing these people, I would not like to live hereafter. I will not have wish even to continue living. These people are so important to me. Yane vahatva najiji vishamaha te vastata pramukhe dhatarashtraha. It is these, my own family people, they are standing in front of me. So I am in a state of great despair, grief and despondency. Profound shock is there. Incapacitating grief is there in my mind. What should I do? Karmanya dosho pahatas svabhavaha. My very nature, has been overwhelmed by all these feelings. And such a me, such an Arjuna requests me. Prachami tvam dharma sammudha cheta. A person who is confused about what to do and what not to do. I surrender at your feet and request you to please guide me. What is the real problem? Is it for the first time I am facing this problem, or there are many others who had faced such dharma sankat issues? Yashreyasyan nishchitam bruhitanme. That which is right, please educate me. Please enlighten me. Please teach me. You seem to know. The way you are, scolding me, you are telling me, you seem to know something. I request you with my folded hands, please give me that knowledge by which I shall not have any grief in this life hereafter. Today I become your Shishya. You are my Guru and I become your Shishya. Till now we were friends. But now I want to learn. One situation has exposed my knowledge, my incapacity, my incompetence, my superficial knowledge. I don't find any answers from my mind. Please teach me. My personal situation is that in case if you give me entire prosperous kingdom at this price, then I have to kill my own near and dear ones, my respectable Guru and my highly respectable Pitamaha, grandfather, and my brothers and uncles and all these people. Not only this kingdom, which is anyway very prosperous, you give me all the three worlds. Very prosperous, without any problems, no enemies, no impediments. I will not be interested in that. With such a heavy heart, money won't matter to me. A person has to have some feeling, some love, some care. How can I be so selfish that I kill my own people just for money? I am not that. There may be some people. There may be some people who are doing all these things, but not Arjuna. With these statements, Arjuna surrendered at the feet of Krishna and wants to go deep into the problem of shoka. Is it simply that I do not know what is the right thing to do? Or is it the problem deeper? Please educate me. So this is the background of Bhagwad Gita, and this is how the second chapter of Bhagwad Gita starts. And in the next shloka, Sanjaya, he describes the situation, and from the 11th shloka onwards, Bhagwan Krishna, he starts his discourse as a guru to a teacher, to a student. So that we will enter tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah Hari Om Namah Parvati Har Har Maha Narmade Har Bolo Ganga